I heard an idiotic rumor you're going for third star.
I heard an idiotic rumor that you've gotten yours, and I found out it's true.
If you are fond of cooking shows like Hell's Kitchen, this might be the movie for you. If you are fond of how restaurants work behind the scenes, this might be the movie for you. If you love a redemption story of a talented man who wasted his talent on drinking and drugs, only to turn around and go for glory, this is a movie for you. I'm Meffistoe. Like, share, and subscribe because this is my review of the movie Burnt.
What happens if you get this third star?
Oh, not if, when.
All right, when you get it.
Celebration. Fireworks.
I absolutely love cooking and the men and women who choose it as their profession. I have criticisms about chefs who take it too far into the extreme like Heston Blumenthal and the rest of the whole micro-cooking brigade. I don't see food as fashion as they do. But why am I telling you this? Well, Burnt is a movie that I've only seen recently. I have heard about it and my wife has seen it but was not impressed, so I passed on watching it myself. My best friend and partner in crime, Oh My Feelings, told me that I might like it since he knew I loved the movie Chef. So I gave it a go.
We're finished! She will destroy us!
Burnt tells the tale of Adam Jones, a once promising hotshot chef at a prestigious French restaurant that got 2 Michelin stars. Sadly, the young chef was addicted to the trifecta of addictions: booze, drugs, and of course, women, which spelled the downfall of his career and the restaurant. We find him at the tail end of his own self-imposed exile and punishment. He decides to chase his dream and to get the elusive third star, and to do so, he needs to put the band together.
I've been sober 2 years, 2 weeks, and 6 days. Now, I want you to talk to your father.
My father is sick.
Your father's not sick, he's dying.
He's going to London and chasing down all the various people who worked with him at that foreclosed restaurant. He goes to Tony, his former manager, and convinces him to refurbish his current restaurant and to make it into the vision that Adam has. He goes through a special foundation that keeps him in check in terms of drugs and alcohol wise, and forks over a lot of cash to refurbish that restaurant. He also recruits a young hotshot chef called Helen, which he kind of steals from his former teacher, paying her more because he sees something in her that he had back then.
You want to come in here and make some real money, or do you want to stab me? You're wasting your talent there.
The restaurant and Adam as the head chef have their ups and downs, and all geared towards that coveted star, as we see Adam teetering on the brink of reverting back to his old ways.
God, I made a mistake with you. I didn't know you were deaf.
I'm not deaf.
Then how come I left you at the saucier and then I find you at the poisson?
I'm not talking to you!
Because the fiasco back in Paris was so bad, Adam still has creditors on his tail wanting their money back. It all boils down to that final moment where the Michelin star auditors sit down for a meal and everything is on the line.
And remember, they're not just watching their own table. They got eyes on everything, so everything has to be pitch perfect. Do you hear me? Yes, sir!
When I did my research about the movie Chef for our show, one piece of information touched this particular movie. The script for this movie was developed by Stephen Knight and Michael Kolinsko all the way back in 2007, and it was titled Chef. It was kept in production limbo, but when it got going, there was a dispute about the title, resulted in the name change for this movie. First calling it Adam Jones and then calling it Burnt. I believe that the latter is a much more fitting name. It represents both the kitchen, in which meals are sometimes get burned, and it is one of the biggest no-nos, and the main character, Adam Jones, who burnt himself out and burned down his former restaurant to the ground because of his addictions.
Maybe I just wanted it really bad, and then when I got it too early, I didn't know how to hold on to it. I tried to control everything.
You would expect the story to be unfolded in flashbacks, but it is actually not. In fact, all the past stories, everything about Adam's former life, is told as a matter of fact in conversations between the different characters. Yes, this is telling you and not showing you, but in the way it is written as a dialogue and in the way it's performed by the actors, doesn't seem intrusive or annoying. The backstory of Adam and his misdeeds are woven into the conversation while they're talking about other things, or sometimes brought up by Emma Thompson's character, Dr. Rothschild, as she examines Adam for substances.
You know he's in love with you, don't you?
Yes.
He didn't relaunch the restaurant to impress his father, he did it for you.
Overall, I was surprised on how the movie manages to combine so many different themes into just one tale. Addiction, perfectionism, redemption, and reaching for your dreams. This is the first movie that I've seen Sienna Miller in that I actually liked her character. She encapsulates what a new age chef would be and serves as an opposition to that old generation of cooking that Bradley Cooper is trying to portray. She is no dumb blonde, but the character does have weaknesses and pitfalls.
His cooking style is out of date. This isn't Paris 5 years ago. Tastes have changed. The commies call the frying pan drawer the museum.
Almost immediately as you see Cooper in that kitchen, you can see who he draws his inspirations from. Gordon Ramsay, Mario Batali, and more of the same ilk of chefs that have put themselves out there, and people found out how brutal they can be behind that chef's station. But Cooper molds Adam Jones into something unique because of his past addictions and because of his past life, literally chasing him, demanding payment.
Which makes you the best. But the rest of us need you to lead us to places we otherwise wouldn't go.
Because of his relentless focus on getting that third star, he seems unaware of his environment, but that he surprises everyone around him. He makes the movie a much more interesting viewing than just watching Hell's Kitchen. I will highly recommend this movie to people who enjoy the art of cooking, or at least love the process of it. You can actually count this movie as a precursor to the movie The Menu, if Adam Jones wouldn't have screwed around in his youth. But the dedication to serving the impeccable food is there. But even if you're not a big foodie, this is a great tale of redemption and getting yourself out of the poison of addiction and building yourself back up. I thoroughly enjoyed myself watching this, and I was engaged with the story the whole time. And I hope you will too.
Chef Lily didn't want to stay at home today because it's her birthday, so Tony said if I brought her into work, he'd watch her during service.
And it's a fucking birthday cake, okay? So, make a cake.
I thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this review, smash that like button. It'll help me out and beat that algorithm. Check out other reviews that I've done in the past, or check out our live Saturday show where we cover all sorts of amazing movies. And remember, hope is a good thing, maybe even the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. I'll see you on the next video.